Hello, hello, hello. I need to mute some stuff. Is everybody here? Is everybody okay? Can everybody hear me? Let's see. Hello, Ebola, an ant keeper. Paul, Ninuturu, Hungarian ant keeper. Jens, Kalin, Woosie. Hello, hello, hello. What's up? Mirta, gamers, and Central. Nice. This is our Carabera diversa. In numbers, it's the biggest colony we have at the moment. Hello, Access Gleam. Small clickbait is okay. So, everybody ready for the giveaway? Same as last time, we're gonna do the giveaway somewhere in the middle of the stream. And the secrets, I don't know, one in the middle, or one at a quarter and one at 3/4, something like that. The swarm, yeah. Everything, yep. I had to butch together a setup. I'm changing my ant room, my office, my production room, my man cave. So I was busy making space in one room to paint, but now the other one is a mess. So, okay, let's start a little bit. These girls. I see that I need to fill up a liquid feeder, so I'm going to start with that. How long will the stream last? I might have to go out to do some yard work. Normally it lasts about 2 hours, but now with the giveaway, maybe a little bit longer. So maybe 2 hours and 50 minutes. Nah, do it probably somewhere in the middle as we did before. By the way, these girls have breached the barrier. I'm not going to replace that today. But just look at the activity. I open up the lid and there they go. So let's look at the nest, and then we're going to give them some fresh red runners. They had a pretty big die-off this week. But nothing to be too worried about. The amounts are still in the thousands. You don't have to be online to win a prize. No. I will post the information later. Any tips for keeping Asian Marauder ants? Well, first question, do you already have them or not? If you have them, keep a good schedule on feeding. Give them a lot. And if you are starting a colony, be sure to order a colony that has a lot of brood and not a lot of mages yet. The mages will come, but in the beginning they will just use up a lot of food. The chute area. So they made it a little bit wider than last week, but still okay. I use talcum powder for the border. It's it lasts. It has lasted the longest until now. So let's give them something to eat. Yeah, it's just talcum powder, so it's baby powder, Colleen. Baby powder with like a 99% alcohol. You can get like the rubbing alcohol. Some people use nail cleaner, but nail cleaner actually has some extras in it. So pure alcohol is the best. Yeah, alcohol in the talcum powder. Yeah. Talcum powder or the alcohol. You can get both at the grocery store, but like more like the medicine shops. Hey, and guy. Okay, I'm dropping a dubia in there. Let's see how long it takes them to completely take it over. Pharmacy, yeah. No, the most pure alcohol that you can get. Where? Let me see where I have my bottle. Oh, it's behind the screen because of the 3D printers. So what I use is this. So it's 96% alcohol. And then talcum powder is just, talc powder. So you combine these in a jar and you mix it up. And then you just apply it with a brush. Just don't forget to... But shake the jar before you use it again. Make sure that it's a jar that has a tight lid, else the alcohol will evaporate. So this week I am not going to do requests. Well, not a lot, because we have quite some things to do. So how much alcohol do you need to add to the talcum powder? It really depends on what you like. So just grab a jar, put some talcum powder in there, grab like a straw or something that you can whisk it around, and then just throw some talcum powder in there until you get like a nice substance. And then just grab a brush and try it on a piece of acrylic or something. Do watch out. Acrylic can be destroyed by alcohol. So don't put it too close to a cut edge, because then it might break actually. I'm not sure how it's called, but it makes it weak. Can you make them hunt for some food? I could, but the outworld at the moment is so dirty that you wouldn't be able to see it. So yeah, brittle. Yeah, it makes it brittle. But how do you call when it's like dissolves something, but then it just weakens it? I don't know how it's called. Okay, well, I am going to grab a colony. Yeah, is it erodes? Maybe. Meh. Okay, let's grab some other friends. Our Renaissance. There's not a lot of them in the outworld at the moment, so I'm gonna try and scoop some junk out real quick before they come running out altogether, as usual. So this is kind of becoming a ritual. Like I can get 2 scoops out and then they're all over the place. And of course okay. Not today. And we have 1 escapee. Where did you go? There. Which is fine. Nope. Oh, you can get them on the website, thecraftingant.com. It's called the gardening set, and it's under accessories. By the way, guys, of course, I completely forgot. Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. At the moment, we're already at 2,600. So epic that it's possible, and I'm really happy that I can give some back to you guys. So later on, we're going to do the giveaway. So in total, we have 8 prizes. But don't forget, people, if you want to buy ants from the ant merchant, if you use code TCA3, you get a free set of pliers. Of tweezers. So, pliers, sorry. Tweezers. So be sure to use the code TCA3. It will also be in the description of the video. I forgot to put it in there. This is Campanotus. This is Fedoli Notus. And these are the Renaissance. We got them from our friends from Wales. Come on. I'll show you the... Oh, that one is a bit more alive than I wanted to. Oh, I also see that they are going to need a new tube. Ooh, that's a challenge. Where do I have the cotton? Oh. As I said before, my room is a mess because I'm changing rooms. And now I need to think where I left the cotton, because I have the tubes right here, but I think I see it through the maze of stock. Yep, got it. Yeah. Very good point. Martin, thank you for helping out. I don't know if our friend Fuzz has already joined. Did they... Sometimes when the cotton is not in too tight and the water evaporates, the cotton moves up. It's like the... it's kind of like some kind of suction. Okay. Completely forgot about that. Okay, so one out, one in. And there we go. So, new tube, because this one's empty. And let's see. Oh, yes. Look at that brood, guys. Okay, I'm sorry. I need to work a little bit on my lighting. As you can see, we have a couple of elates in there. But I already saw a lot of elate bodies in the outworld. So they are already cleaning up the elates. You should buy Rantomachus troglodytes. Well, there's a lot I should buy. Don't you think? But let's just say that Ilias has some interesting stuff. Hey, Luca. Yeah, sometimes there is a bit of play on there. I'm working on a second version of the tube on the double drinkers. What you can do is just put a little bit of cotton in between. So if you put like when you push the tube in and you put a little bit of cotton in between there, and it will stay stuck. This is an older version because this is the orange color is an older color that we don't even use anymore. And yeah, over time, I'm not sure why the dimensions change, because in this one it's pretty tight. So I need to figure out a way to make it for you guys. It's on the list. Okay, I now see that my phone is no longer showing me the right text, so I now have to watch two screens. What is the species? The species is Fidolinoda. Hello, Max Ant. On top of the test tube, both in one elastic. Yeah, you pull them together. Yeah, you can do that. It's, yeah, also works. But you can just put a little bit of cotton in there and it would be fine. Okay, back to... They actually moved it under the fake tree. That's fun. Okay. I just saw a message on the Discord. By the way, guys, join the Discord. That Lasius flavus is flying at the moment in Belgium. So this is our two queen colony. I'm not very happy that they put red runner carcasses in the nest. So yeah, my Fidoli never leave the nest. Well, these ones are pretty active for Fidoli. Yeah, so Fidoli notice. You can already see that the gypsum is getting nice and wet. While you guys are looking over there, I'm going to clean the outworld a little bit. They are just always everywhere. Okay, let's see what you guys are typing. This is queen yesterday. Ah, cool. My Scutularas are almost 10 workers. Nice. What kind of insects should you feed Lasius Niger's small colony? Whatever you can get your hands on. But just with a smaller colony, smaller amounts. So it can be dubias, red runners, mealworms, whatever. Just don't give them too large amounts. And after a few days, take it out so it doesn't start molding or anything. So annoying that the text isn't working on my phone anymore. You finally got a job. Congratulations out to you. That's very nice. Again, guys, thank you all for joining. Thank you all for liking, subscribing. This wouldn't all be possible without you guys. So thank you very much. Ah, nice, Jens. Okay, on to the next. Next one, split off from the Tetranatus, or Tetramorium bicarinatum. They were the testers of these gypsum nests. They had a teardrop and a large chamber, so it was 2 different colonies. And yeah, they're doing great. I'm still thinking on selling this colony or giving it to a fellow ant keeper. Whoa. Okay. What's your favorite species of ants? Well, that's a difficult one. I'm going to get back on that later. The Carabera have boomed. Yes. Can I have tips on how to keep big-headed ants? Because I just got them a month ago and they are nearing 30 workers. Sing them a lullaby. I mean, they're very easy ants. But same as all ants, just make sure that they have enough to drink and to eat. What I do know is that as soon as I move them, they get very skittish. So if I want to do some maintenance, I put them on a table. And then I wait for around 15 minutes. And then I start doing maintenance. That works best for me. How do you know how many times to put water, for example, if you have to have 70% humidity? Don't forget that all the information that you get from your ant suppliers is a guesstimation on the humidity. So you know that some species come from a more wet environment and that some come from like the desert. So that's how they know the in which area the humidity should be. So you know that a diversa is going to like to have 1 or 2 times the water in the week, but my Filosa don't need that. So yeah, it depends on the species. Just look where they are from. That's more important than an exact percentage. And don't forget to look at your nest. I can show you. If you have a dry nest, it's white. So if you have a dry nest, it's white for gypsum. If it's wet, it becomes gray. So don't let it become white. That's the main thing. But you can also overwater it but there is a safety that if you overwater it, if the nest is level, extra water will run into the feeding corridor because the nest is higher than the feeding corridor. So overwatering is pretty hard to do. From Papala Duda, I need 70%. Again, the 70% is a guesstimation. So you need to have it quite wet. So I would say, like, for a medium nest, depending on the temperature, if you keep them at around 25 degrees, then water them 1 syringe every 4 days. Hey, Austrians, what's up? Coastal Ants, you won a Tetra by Carinatum. Nice. Somewhere else, I guess. Okay. Damn, time is flying, guys. We're already streaming 25 minutes. By the way, Luca, if you want to have more information, join our Discord. The link is in the description. Got to make your own Tetranators. Well, good luck with that, my dude. When's the giveaway? In about, I don't know, half an hour or something? I was thinking of doing it in the middle of the stream, just as the last time. That worked pretty good. But I do think that it's about time for one of the secrets. What do you guys think? So the first secret that I want to show you guys are not ants. There was a big discussion going on over what it would be. So the first ones are not ants. Whoa, hello, Xeno. Nice one, Martin. How are the Lundys doing? The Lundys are doing great. I'll show them in a bit. Yeah, I know the blood moon is out. I'm in my very dark end room. Can you make some pictures for us, Nina? Share them in the bar chat after. I'm curious. Oh, nice. Okay, I'm going to finish feeding these girls. There we go. And then we are going for the first secret. So let's zoom out a little bit. So the first secret is about a nest, and I have already shown a little bit of the nest, but I finished it yesterday, so now it's going to be tested, and it's going to be tested by Ninaturu and Campunico, so 2 other Dutch YouTubers, because, well, I don't have a colony at the moment that is actually big enough for this humongous new nest. So this is going to be the Flex Nest XL. Let me show you how big the large insert was, the large nest. This was the large nest. And of course, red lid, of course, full lid. But the full lid was printed on speed. This is not sellable. I need to adjust that a little bit. So the nest is a little bit different. So the size is the same as a large outworld. But as you can see, here we have, on this side is one exit and there's one exit. On this side, you actually have two exits. And on that side, you have two exits. So we're able to play with it. So for instance, you can fit two nests there again, if you want. Of course, you can also just fit another big nest there. I've chosen this design that if it doesn't matter on which connector you use, everything is still one long corridor. And why is this? You want to try and avoid to have dead corners. If you have a dead end somewhere, they will use it for trash. So we try to keep the dead ends as low as possible. What are the dimensions? It's 20 by 20. And it's the same as a large outworld. Austrians, could I try it? Well, we're going to have two testers, but it's going to be on the market soon. I mean, it's an upgrade from the large nest, so it's not going to take a ton of testing. So it's going to be out pretty soon. Won't the middle compartment be dead zones? No, because it only goes like this. So they cannot go to this room without going through the middle room. So are there dead corners? Always, but that's not you can't avoid that. But it is one long tunnel. So yeah, they're going to be tested. I'm going to ship 3 out this week. And then more information soon. Already working on that as well, Ebola. I would test it to have a small to escape species. Yeah, I am actually thinking of replacing these three with one big one. But it's just so dangerous to try and get them out of there. So I might need to do it with some temperature or something, but I don't want to hurt the queens. The queen, sorry, it's only one. How are the nodas? You just missed the nodas. You missed it while I was searching for the moon. What, you mean this chunker? Ta-da! I'm really happy with it. The walls are a bit thicker than the large and the medium. I needed that for strength, of course. But yeah, it's going to work epically. Okay, let's continue. When's the giveaway? In about 25 minutes. What did I miss? You can keep Carabera at room temperature. Yes, but a bit higher is recommended. Can you write the Discord results on the giveaway after sleep at night? Yes, of course. They're going to be on the Discord, and they're going to be on the Discord and on the YouTube. Do you have an estimated price? No. I always calculate the prices afterwards. I just make something and then afterwards I'm gonna see what it costs because yeah, as I said, I finished it yesterday evening, I think, and I made the red lid and the other lid this afternoon. So it's all fast. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, get your sunglasses out. And then most of you know what time it is. Get your sunglasses. The print time. I don't remember. 3 hours? Something like that. I think. So, here they are. Our pink setup. And look at the amount of workers. They are really starting to grow. Asking if you can keep an end room as room temperature is the same as asking someone their pain on a scale of 1 to 10. Yeah, okay, true. So these are our laziest Niger. They are my daughter's ants. She feeds them on Wednesday. I feed them on Sunday during the live stream. But I only feed them. I don't make the decisions. So I know that this is quite a large nest for them. But it was my daughter's choice. And to be honest, the only thing I can do is listen. So, yeah. 100 people in the live stream. Nice. For me, it's swinging a little bit. Has she given the name of the queen changes every week? I think the last rendition was Maya. So, of course, there had to be a unicorn in the art world. Because why not? Okay, let's grab another setup. So, another test on a project that is a little bit on a hold. As I said before, I really need to get my my production room and my ant room up and running so that I can make good content for you guys again. And also start evolving the products again. So this is the stacker. It's going to be a stackable nest with tubing, and you can choose how many floors you want and how many exits you want, because you can take a glass panel out and put a slot in there. Is it possible afterwards? Yes, but the ants will try to get out, so it's not handy. So beforehand, you have to figure out what kind of setup that you want. You can, of course, put the blinds in there, and then you can add tubes later, but you can have a really large nest. Let's see. Heating mat with thermostat. To be honest, Heating mats is nice, but always watch out with them. I prefer heating mats inside a vivarium, but when you use it alone, as a standalone, I would use a heat cable because it's more local. So if it's too warm, the ants can actually run away, and if it's too cold, you will see that they are all lumping up there, and you can put an extra loop around your tube or an extra loop under your nest or over the nest. Yeah, this is the flexible stuff. Ebola. I think there's a pretty big lag on the stream, so I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna grab them some seeds. I see that they just have a few chia seeds left. I'm gonna give them some other seeds as well, just because I can. What type of ants are they? These are Messer barbarus, one of our 2 Messer barbarus colonies. Also nicknamed Messy Barbarus, and I'll show you guys that in a bit. So, by the way, that lump of ants over there, that is actually the dubia. Oh, the nest is so gross. I'm sorry. Or the outworld, but I'm not able to clean. Look how many ants there are. Again, when I have the new ant room, I will have to figure something out for these girls. So I'm actually working viv by viv, and I am going to grab the harps now. And then the harps are the last of this viv. So after the harps, let's do the giveaway, I guess. So I need to make some space for the harp setup because it's a little bit bigger. There we go. So there's been a couple of fights in the outworld. As you guys remember, I put the rock in there so that the red runners can actually hide under it. As you can see, still one there. Oh, there's actually 3 still in there. But they have been fighting. So the red runners were actually attacking each other. Yeah, circle of life, I guess. And then here we have our different stages. Yes, there are some grain mites running around. I know there are already springtails in this setup, but they are still running around, the little buggers. And now I made the glass dirty. Nice. You can actually see a springtail running around right there. A couple. So yeah, it's work in progress. But that's the thing with I get a question a lot, like, I have mites. The thing is that Apergnathos, they capture a prey, they sting it, and it becomes immobile. But it's not dead. So they just stuff it in a corner and start eating it. But that also means that there is insects lying around for a long time. And that attracts mites. So there's not much you can do about it. You can try to keep the setup as clean as possible, but as soon as they take the actual insects inside of the nest, yeah, they're kind of doing it themselves. Try cucumber thing for the grain mites. you have to explain the cucumber thing. 150 people in the stream. Whoa. Thank you all for joining. For joining. Don't forget, like and subscribe. I don't see a lot of likes, so we can do a little bit better on that. I have my social science exam tomorrow. Should I see your stream or study? Do it both. Yes, I do that. Please. Can you show your red runners or dubia farms? Well, yes. It's a really easy setup. It's just a bin with egg cartons in it, and I feed them cucumber. So it's really easy. Okay. So we are done with these ones. Let's do a giveaway, I guess. Are you guys ready for that? Why do you keep these ants? Well, as pets. And of course, I make those setups and try to sell them. Okay. I get the question a lot, are red runners good climbers? Can they climb? Yes. Are they good climbers? No. Can they jump? Yes. Can they jump high? No. So with this bin, if the cartons are not stacked up completely right, as in standing up, they can't get out. But just to be sure, in between, I mostly put the lid back on. So, yeah. When will the Lundies come? After the giveaway. Okay. First, before we start doing the giveaway, I'm going to read again how we are going to do it, because there were some questions about it. So I might as well read it again. So, we have 3 different parts. The part 1. Now I'm going to switch it around a little bit. So we are going to start with, I put all the names in a Wheel of Fortune on a website. So I'm going to grab the laptop later, or in a bit, put it on here, and then the laptop is going to spin a wheel. And after that, it's going to be very easy. We have 5 times €50 gift card from the Crafting Ant, which I forgot to mention is excluding shipping. So you can use the gift card for everything, but it cannot include the shipping. So shipping is excluded from that. So you have to pay the shipping yourself. Then the Ant Merchant is giving away 3 colonies, 3 Camponotuses. Camponotus fetchinkoi, Camponotus maculatus subnudus, and a multi-queen Camponotus nicobrensis. So we are going to spin the wheel, and then the Camponotuses can only be sent within the EU or the UK. So if we start spinning, if it lands on somebody in the EU or UK, they get a Camponotus until these are gone. Is it somebody out of the EU or the UK, you automatically get one of the gift cards. When the 5 gift cards or the 3 ant colonies are gone, but it will still spin on somebody from that region, I'm sorry, I don't have any extra prizes. By the way, the gift cards are for the whole world. Note that at the moment, I cannot ship to the US. I'm trying to fix that, but at the moment, I cannot ship to the US. Another thing, something very nice that we got from the Ant Merchant. If you are buying ants on the Ant Merchant, at checkout, use code TCA3 and you get a free set of soft tweezers with your order. So TCA3, free, as in it's free. So I'm going to grab my laptop, but first I'm going to put the right screen on, else we're going to have some issues, I guess. And there we go. Grabbing my laptop. I hope that I should have cleaned the screw a little bit. Okay, so all the names should be there. We have the beginning. It says like NL Pelle, so that means Netherlands, United States, India, Belgium, UK, Austria. So yeah, we're just going to start spinning, and we are going to start with the Camponotus fetching koi from the Ant Merchant. If it goes outside of the EU or UK, it will be a gift card. So everything clear? Let me grab. I'm sorry, this is annoying because now I can't read the chat. You are from India. That's cool. Why can't I see the chat on this phone? Please. Yes, there we go. Okay, let's start spinning for the first prize. EL Xeno. If I'm correct, that is Greece. And that means that it is a European winner. So the fetching koi will go to EL Xeno. I'm not allowed to have another one. Well, then you can give it away to somebody else. Okay, so EL Xeno. So Xeno from Greece. I'm not going to remove him from the list. And now we can spin again. There we go. Next one up is the Camponotus maculatus subnotus. And it is. Now I don't remember. I think it is Australia. Yeah, so it's Australia. So this is going to be a gift card because we cannot ship ants to Australia. So a gift card for Henry. So I'm going to remove it and we're going to spin again for the Camponotus. UK, Herb. Herb has won the maculatus subnotus. Congrats. Removing you from the list. Now we are spinning for the multi-queen Camponotus nicobarensis. And that's Adam from Sweden. Congratulations, Adam. I don't know if he's in the stream, but congratulations, Adam. That means that all the ants have been given away. That means that we have 4 €50 gift cards from the Crafting Ant website left. So 4 more €50 prizes. Let's go. and Apprentice from the UK. Familiar name. Congratulations. So, 3 gift cards are left. Let's go. And it is going to be Robin from Belgium. Congratulations, Robin. I don't know if you're in the stream, but congratulations. 2 more gift cards. It's staying in the Netherlands. Repford. Is he in the stream today? I am not sure. But cool. It's one of the regulars, so that's cool to see. Spinning for the last time, guys. Are you guys ready? Let's go. And the last prize goes to... that's nice. Colleen, you won a €50 gift card from the shop. That's nice to see that there's actually some people in the stream that has won a prize. So, congratulations. So, we have our winners. We have Xeno, Henry, Herb, Adam, Ants Apprentice, Robin, Redford, and Colleen. I will post a post later on the Discord and on the YouTube channel to contact me, and then we'll make it work. So, thank you guys for participating. It was really fun to see. In total, we had 90 entries. As you can see in the top, we have 82 and 8, so we had 90 entries. And yeah, that was really cool thing to see. Well, you're not on this list, but you are on the wheel. So, let's put this one. Put the laptop back. Let's continue with the ants. Again, people, thank you. Also happy to say that we are already at 2,600. 2,681 is the current count. Hey, Fuzz. Will there be a giveaway again? Well, the jump is going to be higher again this time. So let's say 5K, we're going to do another giveaway. Are you still showing the ants? Yes, we are halfway. Thanks for subscribing, Molly. Okay, let's get to the next ant colonies. I see that Fuzz has entered the chat. The giveaway happened. Yes, you didn't win a prize, Fuzz. I'm sorry. You were on the wheel, but... So, Fuzz is here. Time for the rice fields. I know that it's Fuzz. It's one of Fuzz's favorites, I think. I always get the questions, are those all eggs? Yes. Are they all fertile? Yes. Have they been like this for a long time? Yes. Do all Temnophorax species do this? Yes. I didn't know that as well, but they also have a quite short lifespan. So they have a lot of brood constant. The wooden nest is nice. I do have to say, be sure that you have a colony that is able to use it. Be sure that it's a colony that can maintain its own humidity, and also that likes to be in drier conditions. Because these ants are really good at making their own, keeping their nest humidified. So okay, I was in Amsterdam and Zaandam on Tuesday and Wednesday. Ah, nice. How many members can they reach? I think for the Temnophorax is like a couple of hundred, and they are also called acorn ants because they live in acorns. But they are really good at making satellite nests. So they will grab an extra acorn, a piece of twig, or bark from a tree, and just make a satellite nest. Something that they don't need to do here because the setup is big enough. I constantly forget that we actually named this colony. They are called the dangleberries. Can you show us the ants what you were giving away? Yes, one of them. I can show you multi-queen nicobrances. Where is the queen? The queen is somewhere in there. But she's just like 0.5 millimeter bigger than the rest. So she's quite hard to spot, actually. I'm back. Can you give me the details? The details are going to be in a post on the YouTube channel or on the Discord later on, after the stream, probably tomorrow somewhere. But yeah, let me grab the multi-queen nicobrances. How big is the camper? To be honest, I'm not sure. Sorry, Exino. I'm not sure. I didn't receive any pictures from the ant merchant. So this is a multi-queen nicobrances colony. They are going to need a nest in the coming week, which is pretty cool. They also still have a lot of workers in there. And these are going to grow pretty fast normally, because nicobrances is one of the faster Campanota species in growth. And then with a 5 queen. By the way, a lot of people think, oh, 5 queen is going to be 5 times as fast. No, it really depends on the amount of workers that they have, on the feeding schedule and stuff like that. To really be able to get it to 5 times, that's pretty hard. So does it, do you get a bigger growth with more queens? Yes. But it's not as straightforward as 5 queens is 5 times as much brood. Yeah, that's cool, Ebola. Thank you for I really want to see the trick for the grain mites. By the way, guys, just a little thing. The second secret, it's gonna be epic. It's really something else. Well, grain mites are not really bad for ants, but it looks messy. Talking about messy, these girls are actually cleaning up their outworld and putting it in the feeding corridor. Why? Why? Manica Rabita, what are you doing to me? Ruby and the Renegades. Little buggers. But they are doing great again, so. Bye, Xeno. Let's give these girls a little bit of sugar water. You should see the reaction on the sugar water. They go bananas for it. Hey, Gaming Snake, what's up? What time is it over there? For me, it's 9 in the evening. Herb, do I have to pay for the shipping? For the ant merchant, to be honest, I have to ask. I think it's included. The crafting ant, what's up? It's a good question, Herbs. I actually forgot to ask. What I missed, the giveaway and the new large nest. Well, we're going to do 2 giveaways. One of the giveaways is going to be 5K on YouTube, but also 500 on the Discord. And I think we're around 360, 370 on Discord. So join Discord. So I think it's time to put the Diversa back in their spot and grab the Lundies. What do you guys think? Wait, you have a Discord? Of course I have a Discord. Okay, first I'm going to put a small nest here that we're going to feed, and then I'm going to change it to the Lundies. Let's take a quick look at our other colony. You want to see some activity? There you go. Very skittish, messy barbarous. Okay. Hello, Franklin Peters. What's the name? Because I can't join with the link. Link is also in the description. So, let's take the lid off and let them run out again. Messy barbarous. I'll show you in a bit why we call them the messy barbarous. Because all this stuff here is ant poop, and they put it everywhere. And this is typical messer barbarous behavior. Okay, so Lundy's. And of course, I forgot to grab some leaves. So, behave for a little bit because I'm going to leave for some leaves. I'm running to the garden. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. No, I didn't move them yet because I'm changing ant room and I have an epic idea for them. So, let's give them some tomato leaves. Look at the fungus. By the way, on the back side, it's still a bit lower. So, they still need to expand a little bit more, but they are doing really well. It is just one of the most epic species. Well, I mean, for species, I mean, it's more like the most... I really like leaf cutters. Let's put it like that. Are you considering getting Camponotus ligniperda? I had ligniperda before. They are nice, but they are slow growing, and that's something that for me to test setups and stuff like that, I need something special, or I need something fast growing. So yeah. They are already starting to cut. That's so cool to see. I really needed to control myself not to buy new leaf cutters. So no, the other surprise are not leaf cutters. Well, Colin, is that your? I mean, if you are just in ant keeping for the ant keeping, they are beautiful ants. But yeah, I needed something a little bit faster, so I sold them or give them away. I don't know. I have a max allowance on space. Yeah, I don't have a max allowance on space, but I I already have 2 vivs full. So yeah, I need to make some room, but again, I'm gonna make something epic. Do you know why my Camponotus cruentatus is in 2 weeks died? I don't know. I'm not sure what you think, Bloxy. If I know why they died, I need some more information. So yeah, I need to drink something. 1 hour and 17 minutes, guys. When you get to the bullet ants, take a second to showcase the main nest, please. Who won the giveaway? A lot of people won the giveaway. Is there a website where I can identify ants with photos? There's actually an app. Crap, I forgot the name. Mutantine, you know the name. What's the name again from the app from Ant Scout? That's it. Sorry. With Ant Scout, you can do it. Okay, I'm going to grab another colony. I'm always a little bit afraid when I grab the Scutularis, like, what am I going to find? What are they up to this week? So now there's sand back in the nest. I mean, they put sand there, but there's no... Is there eggs there? Well, something has happened over there. I think the queen is in there. Yeah, the queen is in there. Okay. So, yeah. Little buggers, I am going to try and put a smiley tray in there and then grab one out. But it's always the questions with these nice little buggers. If you can actually pull it off. Why does it look like a lot of them are dead? Well, there are a couple of dead in there. And to be honest, they are not really the cleaning type. Okay then. I managed to get one of the feeding dishes out of there and one in there, but these are just always such a... Yeah, they're a pain in the butt. Cremagastus scutularis. So, time to get Rita. I think we need to give Rita a little bit more attention soon. Because she was the channel queen. So it's Rita and the Irritators. Ready for a brute explosion again. Campanodus irritans. Antics NATO, hello. Amphibian Jungle, what's the giveaway? The giveaway was already done. Lukey boy, yes, it's done. And sadly, you didn't win. Herbs won, Xeno, Kalin. What is your biggest ant colony at the moment? That is my Diversa, probably. A lot of small workers. They are our happy campers, though. Maybe at the end of the stream I'll do some repeats, but we had the Diversa in the screen for a long time, so I just gave them some sugar water. Now I'm gonna clean the setup a little bit. At least I would love to clean the setup a little bit. Add some red runners. Let's see. Another big smiley tray. Again, guys and girls, thank you all for joining. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to order something from the Ant Merchant, use code TCA3 at the end of your order, and you get a free pair of soft tweezers. Okay. Can you get off this drinker, please? I would like to replenish your supplies. No, I haven't done the Filosa yet. Hey, Bloxy, good night. You're gonna miss the sacred secret, though. Only 15 people in the live stream. They're gonna miss the epic reveal of the sacred secret. Oh my god. Should we do the secret now? Now half of them left. What do you guys think? Yeah, it's back to 35 already. Should we do another secret? Herb says, yeah. Who else want to know? Nobody cares? Me, do it. I'm not sure if you guys are ready for it. So let's go back to the leaf cutters real quick. Are you sure, guys? Just let me guess. Well, I don't see any guesses, so ladies and gentlemen, I just bought a new queen. And not just any queen. So guys, let's welcome to our channel Paraponera clavata with eggs. And she is huge. Really huge. We have a bullet ant. Not a Texas bullet ant. No, a real bullet ant. And don't tell me that we're already having grain mice running around in our setup as well. Damn it. She is still very skittish, so I'm going to put the lid back on. But she is big. Look at my finger. This is my finger. She is big. So, let's clean her outward a little bit. So, I gave her a large outworld with some dark sand and cocoa humus. And the nest also was a lot of cocoa humus in there. She took everything out of the nest. And then, of course, I am going to get the question, is your nest connector big enough? So I had a big discussion with Ilias. I bought them from Ilias Insects. Check out his website. He is such an epic ant salesman. He keeps his in Wakushi Gen 4 nest, which has a 10 mil connector in a round connector, a tube. I have the small house connectors, so it's in the shape of a house. It's 10 millimeters wide and 15 millimeters high. I've seen her run in and out of this nest without any problem. So yes, Paraponera clavata. One of the ants of a lot of people's wish list, including mine. And I have been able to buy this queen from all of the donations and all of the revenue from YouTube. So again, guys and girls, that's why I wanted to show you, because I need to of course make a video about it. And at one point I was like, I need to keep her in the dark, but on the other side, this giveaway is because you guys are all helping me with all the giveaways, with all the subscribers, with all the views. So I couldn't not show you this awesome queen. Yeah, so Lynn, for now, I am not going to make a bigger nest. She can stand upright in this nest because my nests are pretty deep. And the connectors are big enough. She can run in and out, so. If you hit 10K this year, you're gonna get stung. No. I always said that. It's such nonsense. No, not gonna do it. So, we're gonna need a name. I think I'm gonna do like a poll or something on the Discord. It's still gonna be my choice in the end, but you guys can help me figure out a name for this awesome thing, Maxima. Well, I know that she's from Peru, so that's the region where she's from. Again, perfect background from Ilias. Everything's known, everything's fine. So, yeah. Epic. So, are you going to see her a lot on the channel? Probably not. Am I going to make her a private Viv? Probably yes, because she is expensive. And I would love to have a bigger colony. So I really hope that she's going to do great. So I'm probably going to build her own Viv. So, yeah. Is she going to go out? She is looking at the exit. Yesterday, she was in the outworld and she was cleaning herself. And she was stretching her legs and her whole body was curled up and then stretched again. And she was cleaning everything. It was so epic. And you know what the most stupid thing about this was? I was so entranced looking at her, I forgot to film it. So that was a special moment for me, not for you guys. I'm sorry. How long will it take her to get workers? To be honest, I still have to look up all the information. So Lynn, I don't know if you have a lot of information on them. I haven't looked at anything yet. As I said, I've been very busy with the end room and the production room, so I'm behind on schedule. But yeah, the latest addition to our end collection, and she really is something else. So, shall we get back to some more a little bit boring ants? I'm sorry. I'm really impressed with her, with the size and everything. You're gonna see that kind of species go hunt later on. Oh, damn. Okay, I'm gonna put her back, and then you can watch the leaf cutters actually walking around with some leaves because they're active. I haven't measured her, but I think, Lynn, what was the size again? 30 millimeters, something like that. Nah, it's bigger than. Let me see the description real quick on the website from our friend Ilias. Insects, shop, ants, Paraponera clavata, workers from 25 to 30 millimeters. Yeah, 2 to 3 centimeters. Yeah, it's just. I'm so impressed by her size. She's just big. Okay. Back to another epic species, which is big for her kind. It is our full black queen, our Camponotus vagus, in our medium wooden nest. And they are really making it wet in there. You see that? It's a hardwood that I'm using for the nest, so it's not a problem. Yeah. The nest is going to stay good for a very, very long time. But yeah, they're doing epic in there. I really, really like her. I don't know why. The queen is called Beasley. She's named after a friend, and it's actually the first subscriber to the channel. And his gaming name was Beasley, so I called her Beasley. Will you ever get an Ata Mexicana? I was really... I almost bought a Mexicana together with the clavata, but I need to get my ant room in order first, and then I have to decide if I want to have a second leaf cutter setup. So yeah, sadly we lost our Texana because we had a couple of Texana queens. They are no longer with us, so that's a bit sad, but yeah. Again, guys, thank you all for joining and liking and subscribing. And it's such an epic journey. You don't want to know that I'm able to that I have to change my production room because the other one was too small. That just says enough. And that just wouldn't be possible without you guys. So, are there any more secrets? Yes, but not for today. So, a fuzz cigar factory. We have cigars for sale. We got big ones and bigger ones, dark ones, a bit lighter ones. So the darker the cocoons are, the older they are. It's a good thing to know. These are Texas Bullet Ants, Neopanera filosa. They are in the iconic setup with the skull in the outworld. I'll show you in a bit. For people that are new to the channel, these ants don't take pre-killed food. So I am giving them a live red runner and they will hunt it down. If you don't like this kind of content, this is the time to leave. One of these days I am going to have to try putting some steak or something in there because I saw my friend Campanico do it, and they were actually eating the steak and pinky. I tried a pinky before and they just left it. So the footage never made it to the channel. Hey, I love your videos, especially about the Carabao diversa. Seeing them grow is very interesting. Thank you, Jonas. Go Globes, please. My queen came with eggs. She was epic when I gave her a baby red runner. Whoa, I love her. They are gorgeous. They're big, they're strong, they're fast. It's cool. One of them in the corner there is running around with a water drop. She just dropped the water there in the corner. She was running around with a water drop in her mouth. They are constantly caring for each other. So, it is time to give them a red runner. So, for people who don't like live feeding, well, this is the time to leave because these ants are receiving a live red runner and they will hunt it down. Okay. These were actually given by the ant merchant. Before that, we had them borrowed from Stein's private collection. Stein is one of the owners of the ant merchant. Yesterday, I had some people over, so I had to put on a show, of course. So I gave them a red runner yesterday. So they might be a little bit less interested today. They are fighting behind the skull. Would you keep her in a tube or place her in a small nest? I don't like adding substrate to a tube. Yeah, that's done. I don't like adding substrate to a tube. I rather have substrate in the nest. So that's why I move a lot of bigger queens into a nest as soon as I can. I see that there's actually quite a few dead workers in the corner there. I need to take those out. Some dead workers over there. Can you leave my tweezers alone, maybe? Look at that. I really don't want to get into a fight with these girls. Neopanera filosa, also known as Texas bullet ants or hairy panther ants. And these come from the ant merchant. Don't forget, guys, if you want to order something from the ant merchant, go to their website and at checkout, put in the code TCA free and you get a free pair of tweezers, soft tweezers. Oh, shoot. Apparently they have, the barrier is, okay, I need to check if more ran out. As you can see, they're on the lid. I really don't want to fight these. Do they like sugar? I gave them a little bit of sugar, but sometimes they're interested. We can give them a little bit of sugar now. But most of the times they don't care. So let's see what happens if we give them some sugar. With the same, by the way, with other species that need substrate, let's say Harpagnathus venator, give them a nest. Oh, they're on the lid. There's 2 on the lid. Come on. I want to give you guys a drink and you're doing this? Okay, I'm going for it. We're good. Okay, let's see. They're sniffing the sugar water. Well, they're interested. This is Neopanera filosa, Texas bullet ants. They actually have quite a bit of brood in there. You can see eggs and more eggs and more eggs. You got larvae in the corner. And that's still a little bit of food that they're munching on. And then you have the cigars. Neopanera filosa. They do like the sugar water. Cool. The queen. Let's see if I can spot the queen. The queen is larger than the other ants. A bit. Oh, that's cool. That's Traphalaxis with sugar water. They're all like, give me some, give me some. I would add an outworld right away because you really want a barrier. You can't have a barrier on a feeding corridor. Damn, they are really loving the sugar water. It's cool how they make like droplets in their jaws and then take it in. Evan Mancini, is there still no shipping to the US? No, they are working on it in 2 different ways. They are, of course, the United States. They are still, your own government is looking if everything is legal, what Mr. Trump is trying to do. That's the first thing, because 80% of all the shipping from Europe stopped. So that's one thing they're working on. And the other thing that they are working on is that a lot of Dutch postal services are trying to help out with the taxes. But the thing is that the taxes are still unclear. So they have no clue what they have to pay exactly. So they don't have any clue what they have to bill me. And then I don't have any clue what I have to bill you. Because I found a postal service that still ships to the US, but for a box under 2 kilos, I have to pay 125 euros. I can't do that. I'm not going to ask you guys that because that's for a box under 2 kilos. So I have to wait until, or they turn back the order from Trump, or the shipping has to be sorted by the Dutch shipping companies. But I have to have guarantees before I can do that. Because at this moment, for me, it's too big of a financial risk. And I don't want to lay a huge amount of money onto you guys for a nest, because then it's just not fair. So, and don't forget, it sucks for you guys, but it also sucks for me, because around 50% of my nests were going to you guys. You were, the US was a pretty big customer, so I'm feeling it, sadly. But I'm sure it's going to be sorted out, and then we can be friends again. Right, Ebola? Oh, thank you, Andrew. Texas bullet ants, Neopanera filosa. And they can sting pretty hard. I'm going to give them sugar water more often. This is epic. How many workers is there in this colony? I would guess around 100. And growing. So, yeah. Another investment I have to make somewhere along the line is I need a bigger laser cutter so that I can make bigger outworlds. My laser cutter is the problem at the moment. And I'd rather not have to bolt more pieces together. Of course, now you have 4 sides and a lid, but I don't want to have sides with different pieces of acrylic. He's going to have problems with warping and other stuff. So, what is your dream species? To be honest, we now have the clavata. We have leaf cutters. I had weavers for a little bit. The green weavers are still on the list, but I need to finish my setups. So what's still on the wish list is some honeypots and green weavers again, but the green weavers probably beginning of next year or something. Watch them carry fluid bubbles. Yeah, well, it's a lot of species that carry the fluid bubbles, but because these guys have such big jaws, it's actually easy to see. But they're really going for it. I need to film this at some point. You love honeypots. Well, the honeypots, the thing about honeypots is they look cool because of their trick with their repletes. But after that, I'm not sure how interested they are going to stay. I'm still waiting for something to buy for my honeypots. I'm still waiting on time to finish everything else, Fuzz. But I know you are on the list for testers. I mean, I have a list for certain nests that I ask people for, and you are on the honeypot list. So, yeah, don't worry. Okay. Time for the Singularis. So, back to the leaf cutters. Do you see how fast that handful of leaves is being dismantled and taken away? Bando. Yeah, they are pretty big. Oh, okay. I guess that the Singularis have also breached the barrier. I don't know how. It looks pretty complete. But we have one on there. Okay. Singularis. Let's look in the nest. Hello. That is not a lot of brood. Better yet, I don't see anything, to be honest. That's not good. I don't see any brood. This colony, so barrier is too small for singularis. Needs to be twice that the size of the ant. Okay, well, it's 1.5 at the moment. Might be prepping for diapause. Yeah, I need to make my list again to look what ants I need to put at what temperature and stuff. So prepare everything. In some ways, I am kind of looking forward to hibernation, to have a few less ants. Because they do take time, as everybody here knows. And that will give me some time to do some more prep work for other colonies and setups. So put a blue dot on the nest so you know soon to my fire ants engine species. By the way, you never said anything about the fire truck. Hey, Collins, what's up? We printed you an articulating fire truck. Have a good evening, Lynn. I'll talk to you later about the big nest. I was like, I have some engine red or a red. What was it again? Fire truck engine red. I had some left, and I was like, I need to make something cool. Thanks for joining, Lynn. Look at these brood piles. No, the green is not fungus. It is colored sugar water that they put everywhere. Yes, that is a trash pile. No. I can watch at this hole in the log for hours. Bloop. Hello, bloop. Oh my god, the YouTube emoji list is so laggy. Oh, okay. We're already streaming for 2 hours, people. Two hours. we had 8 winners. The list will be on the Discord and on the on YouTube later. Sorry, cousins. Anton, you didn't win. I'm very sorry. So these are our Camponotus lateralis. And as you can see, they really like wood. So this is their old hollowed out nest. And they just... they still use it as a satellite nest. And I'm never going to take that piece out. They're just so epic. They still have green bumps from the last sugar round. Yeah, they're cool. It's one of my first Camponotus species. Discord link. Didn't know you had a Discord. Only for about a year or so. So yeah, join, dude. Discord, the crafting end, yeah. So we only... Oh, it's messy as hell. We only have the tetranators left. So I am going to move you guys over to the tetranators. And then we're going to do the end talk. Because to be honest, I'm tired. This is really some work. I have to talk a lot. I have to do a lot. I have to focus on everything. I think around 5K I need to start hiring a crew or something. What do you guys think? I need to find somebody who lives close. I know that Rico lives close, but nope. So let's grab some light. The tetranators. To be honest, they are not doing too great. Okay, this is not working very well. Why? So as you can see in the back, there is actually quite a lot of dead workers. And you can also see that in the nest, because this nest is almost empty. But yeah. Grabbing my other phone so I can actually read. Love the leaf cutter setup. Thank you. This is the small one. And I'm upgrading to the bigger one in the coming weeks because I'm changing my end room. And then I'm going to make space for a large fungus pot and also probably a large outworld. Let's water these nests. So Martin and I were having a competition on our tetras. Well, both of our colonies are not doing great since that we started our challenge. So that's a bit sad. So we have to see how we're, what we're gonna do with that. End of the lifespan, totally not. End of their lifespan, as in totally not workers. Yeah, but they need to be replenished, and it's not happening as fast as it used to. I found specialized nests to be harder. Yeah, of course. But that's also the challenge, of course. I mean, I still have a few things on my list that I would like to do. I still would like to I would also like to have cork inserts, but fully cork. And I haven't been able to do it in the way that I would like to, but now I have another CNC, so I have to give it a try again. One of these days. Took me, I think, 6 pence to get the honeypot nest good. Yeah, I need to try. I haven't tried yet. Just didn't have the time yet. Simbo Inala, hello. How are you doing? So let's give these girls some sugar water. These girls also have crossed the barrier. Of course, it's their main thing to do in life. Escape. The Tetranators. Well, why do you call yourself Simba and Nala then? It's all good. Let's give them something to eat. Da, 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 da. $60 likes on the video. Thank you, guys. Okay. Let me grab the humungy. Okay, let's turn the camera around. Okay. Hey, Tuga. Dude, we're ending the stream. You didn't comment? Yeah, sorry. So, they prefer roaches. Do they also like to eat like silverfish? Stuff, so it doesn't really matter. The shelves. Yeah, it's an IKEA cabinet that I built into a Viv. It's also on there's one episode on it on YouTube. Yeah, you owe me, Tuga. Hello, Suzette. Excellent. Until next time, Sim channel. Bye. Yeah, true. Guys, thank you again. I mean, it's just epic that it's all possible for me to do that. That I'm actually rebuilding this room because I need to scale up the production. That I have all these ants available, and now everything is sponsored or paid by donation or YouTube money. It's I never dreamt that that would be possible. So yeah, thank you guys very much. Yeah. Also, Martin, Fuzz, guys, thank you very much for helping all this time for a long time already. These kinds of streams wouldn't be possible without you guys. If I have to moderate everything myself, also it would be a mess. So thank you. You need to, Anton. It's the best commercial that you have, but it costs a lot of time. Making YouTube videos is not my favorite thing to do because I'm not very good at it. But it's the best commercial stuff that you can have. So, well, Colleen, congratulations with your prize, of course, and thanks for watching. Yeah, I forced you. I know, Martin. I know. Sorry, I'm reading the. I have my other phone here, and I'm reading the stuff. What you guys are saying. So, again, thank you all. Don't forget to check out the website craftingant.com. If you buy some from the ad merchant, use code TCA3 at checkout for a free set of soft tweezers. And like, subscribe, join the Discord, and thank you. And I'll see you next time at the Crafting Ant.